finance, setting goals, achieving goals, making smart money moves, teaching our children financial information so they can not make silly moves and work hard for everything they get and not really get ahead. We're talking about breaking the cycle of generational poverty. If there's people out there, guys, could benefit, you think could benefit from this personal finance information, people having 2, 3, 4 jobs, in debt, credit card debt, drowning, not really able to get ahead, doing the same thing year after year and not getting ahead. Pass this information on to them, guys. Let them know about MD Investor. MD Investor on YouTube, on Instagram, MD Investor 1. New video today, guys. How can we do better with our interest rate that we get in our savings account? Doing better with the interest rate we get on in our savings account. We know that the big banks, guys, what they call the brick and mortar banks, like Bank of America, Chase, Citi, the big banks out there, Wells Fargo, on average, it says we're getting 0.09%, which is about a little under 0.1% interest rates for the money that we are basically lending them. We're lending them our money in our savings account. We think we're doing good, but I made a video about don't open a savings account for your children because we're really not doing good. You're essentially giving them all this money. They're using it to give other people car loans, credit card loans, student loans, mortgages, charging very high interest rate, making a lot of money off you, and in return, they're giving you peanuts. They're giving you nothing. How can we do better? One way we can do better is by opening a high interest savings account. Typically, these are online accounts. Because they're online accounts, they have lower overhead, right? They don't have a lot of employees. They don't have to worry about electricity, light, and all this stuff. And they can pass the savings on. So typically, they're about anywhere from 18 to 22 times higher interest, right? Think about 0.1%. You take that and you divide it into some of the interest rates we'll see here, 1.7 and all these stuff, 18, 19, 20 times higher. And what's the benefit of being, sometimes we think we're attached by the hip to these big banks. Oh, I've always banked with Citibank. From as long as I can remember, me and my family, we always banked with Bank of America. We go to, so what? The big name, so what? It's doing nothing for you. Let's look into it. Let's look at here with the title of the 2020 High Interest Online Savings Account. Okay? Barclays. And most of these, what you can see, most of these, you're going to notice that they're FDIC insured. Okay? Which means they're insured by the federal government. If these banks were to go bust or whatever, you're insured up to about $250,000. That's important to know. The other thing you want to know is when you go to your site is look for the fine print. Do I have to do something special to get this high rate? Some of them you look and they'll say, well, you have to have direct deposit at least $100 a month, or you have to have a certain minimum. So you're going to want to look at this. Like, this information is really just to kind of open your mind that I don't have to do what I've always done. Barclays, 1.70%. Okay? Let me back up a little. The money that you have in the savings account are money that you won't need for a couple of years, okay? So if you need the money for it, you're gonna need the money in the next 2 years, I'll say put it in a savings account. But if you're gonna need the money before 2 years, you can have it in a savings account. Money you're gonna need, say 2, 3, 4, 5 years out, I would say fine, put that in investment. You can grow much higher. So a perfect example would be like your emergency fund, right? In case you lose your job or whatever, you need to still pay your rent, your mortgage. That money you may need pretty quickly, what they call you want liquid assets. You'll be able to get to it in a quick fashion. You can put it in a high interest credit card. So here we are. Barclays, 1.70%. No minimum balance, no maximum balance. Okay? FDIC insured. Here's another one here, guys. Here's another one, guys. Here, personal American Express, personal saving. I didn't even realize American Express had a savings account. We know them as a credit card company, but here they showed that they have personal savings account. All right, savings account, 1.71%. So, guys, these are options out there for us, guys. We don't have to always go with the big bank. Look here at the minimum balance. You need $1 to open a savings account with Bank of America. There's no maximum balance. So that's great for us, guys. More interest for us, right? Right? Because it's only fair. They're using our money. Why not give us some interest? Ally Bank. We see their commercial all the time with the Ally Bank, right? They used to be a little higher, but since the Federal Reserve cut the interest rate a quarter of a point, they've been on lower, 1.60%, but still better than the big banks. No minimum balance, no maximum balance. FDIC approved, like all of these are. CIBC Bank, guys, I've never ever heard of that. 1.85%. The APY is pretty much similar to the interest rate. We ain't even got to get into that. It's pretty much similar to the interest rate. You need 1 penny to open this account, and there's a maximum balance of $1 million. FDIC approved. Okay? Capital One. What's in your wallet? Okay, guys? 1.71% APY. No minimum balance, no maximum balance. Okay, guys? FDIC approved also. We talked about this one last time when I was talking about, I told you I got a personal loan from Marcus by Goldman Sachs. They give personal loans. Got a great rate on that. You got to check out that video. How to aggressively get rid of your credit card debt. And apparently they also have online savings. 1.70% APY, annual percentage yield. There's no minimum balance. Again, a maximum balance of $1 million, guys. So, guys, just information here to open your understanding, open your mind that I don't always have to do what I've always done, right? They say the definition of doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results is insanity, right? That's the definition of insanity. Why do they have the right to use my money and not compensate me for it? They don't. 0.1%, that's insulting. 1.71%, that's pretty much 17 times higher. And guys, like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. Go out there, do your own research. There's some out there, guys, which I've seen up to 2%, 2.05%. Do your research, guys. Why not get 2% while you have your money sitting there for your emergency fund instead of getting pretty much nothing? Okay, you deserve to be compensated for them using your money. So there's just a quick video, guys, about we can do better with our interest rate in our savings bank. MD Investor again in the house, guys, trying to open up our understanding about personal finance, teaching people information that they didn't learn in school. Mama didn't teach him, daddy didn't teach him, the church didn't teach him. Nobody taught them, okay? But information you need to know. If there's people out there you think could benefit from this personal finance information, pass it on. Let them know about MD Investor. Definitely subscribe on YouTube. Definitely subscribe, guys, on YouTube. Hit the notification bell. You'll be notified when new content comes out. Again, MD Investor in the house. Command your money to grow, and we will see you on the next video.